What's going on, guys? Trevor HANSEN here, the official towboat driver of the Supra Pro Wakeboard Tour. Just wrapped up the 2018 season, sitting here with some of the heaviest hitters from this last year, and we're just going to go over how the year went. How do you guys feel about the season? Did you guys do anything different this year than last year?
Yeah, not really. Like, last year I came in probably training a little bit harder because I came back from the injury and I was like way more hungry to do well last year. So I was training a little bit harder, and this year I took a little bit more mellow approach. No, definitely like the month before, obviously we're back in Orlando and riding a bunch and trying to get ready for it. But yeah, the 6 months prior to that were a little bit slower than what they were in previous years.
Yeah, like I'd say probably the same. I mean, every season you know you're going to come in and it's going to be like a pretty heavy type of season, and like my third year going into the Pro Tour and competing in the contests with the boys, it's like, you know, it's just going to be crazy. So you just try and, I guess, look at what the boys are doing throughout the year and you just try and gear yourself up for that, and you know it's never going to be easy. So yeah, I'd probably say the same as Harley. Like I kind of just cruised, like I mean trained for it pretty normal and just kind of went into it with a positive mindset. Like I think that helps, and yeah, I just kind of went for it.
Nice, nice.
I needed time off. Like I was pretty burnt out at the end of last year, so I didn't touch a board.
It was a big year.
Yeah, so I didn't like even think about jumping on a wakeboard for like 2 months, and just lived a normal life and hung out with buddies and stuff back home, and then like once like the season started to come, like getting closer and closer, I got back into it. But yeah, like definitely a more mellow approach, and I like kind of took that like, attitude all year.
Nice.
Cool. Sweet, bro.
I trained rigorously. I wasn't like hired a trainer. I was in the gym constantly, like, sticks and levers. It was very rigorous. The 2017 off season was a big one for me.
Yeah, huge.
What do you guys think is the hardest part about being on the Pro Wakeboard Tour?
I mean, everyone's just been riding really good, and like the level of wakeboarding is going insane every year. So I mean, it's just tough to be put together everything, and whoever puts together and just good results. So that's probably the hardest part.
Yeah, I think like the hardest part about like competing on the Pro Tour is because it's spread out over like multiple months, is like trying to stay injury free. Because like you go home, you got to train, you got to ride hard, and I mean there's always a chance that something can happen. So that's always like in the back of your mind, and trying to like not push it too hard just because you are like risking injury every time you go out on the board. And I mean if you do that, then your season's pretty much over. So
yeah, and we're getting ready like way before April too. So like we'll start like prepping in like Feb. So like it's a long time to be going at it like pretty hard every day. So
what's the hardest part about coming back from a bad showing at the event? Like, you know, every weekend you guys are putting as much effort into it as you can, and what's the mental breakdown of having a bad event and having an event that doesn't go the way that you plan it?
There's been contests this year where I've gone out and fallen literally first trick in just because, I don't know, I guess I wasn't feeling it or whatever the situation, and managed to make it through the heat, and then I guess come out and just, you know, back to normal. So I mean, I think you just have to forget about it, and you can do these tricks, I guess, like day in, day out. Like you do them a couple times a day, like every time you ride. So realistically, it's no different to, you know, a set in the backyard, just besides the fact that you've got a crowd there.
What kind of strategy do you guys use going into each round? Like, are you guys trying to save tricks for the finals? Or are you just looking at it from that heat or the conditions or whatever it is on that day? Or do you guys have a strategy before you leave the dock?
I think it's almost like, it depends on the event, you know, like we could go to one event and like the water could be pretty terrible. So like the early rounds, you sort of like feel it out and get used to it. But then like, say for me, like it also depends on like how I'm riding the week before. Like if I'm on, like I just want to go to the event and just do everything I can just because like, that's like I'm feeling well and like I want to do it, you know, so.
Yeah, I feel there's no holding back in finals. Like, I feel like a couple of years ago you used to be able to probably sit there and kind of just, you know, I only have to do this to beat Harley, or, you know, I only have to do this. But I feel we're all consistently riding so well all the time. It's just, everyone's just trying to do what they do. Like it's, like Corey said, it's no different to, you know, what we do through the week. And I feel it's, you know, you just want to get it done. Like it just kind of hurts to practice all these hard tricks and go there and have to pull out of a trick or do something. Like it's just not satisfying.
Yeah, I feel like when I go to an event, I'm like really calculated. Like I sit there and I watch every person ride every round, and just like when finals times comes, like I kind of like add everything up and like see if like Cory or SHOTA or Nick's been like bobbling on this trick, and then in my mind I'm like, maybe they could fall on this trick, and if I like beat them on this trick and beat them on that trick, then maybe I can end up with that win. So it's all like pretty calculated for me.
As everyone says, like, I mean, it's almost like a how do you feeling every run, and then like maybe like the quarterfinal run, the semi-final run, you can probably like calculate it. What do you need to do to make you go through the next run? But I mean, especially in the finals and stuff, like everyone is just killing it. Just everyone's riding really good. So you almost, I mean, have to like throw all the tricks that you have to do to win the contest. So I mean, that's what it is.
Just wrapping up part 1 here with the boys at the Pro Wakeboard Tour 2018 wrap up. We've got a lot more to talk about, so check back in with us for more info.